First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Atlanta. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
On the ready. Shot, 17. White.
Right out of the gates, Lance going to the air. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time. That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The Falcons at 5-10 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Yellow. On the ball. Right, go.
On second down, here's Lance. Well, that'll be incomplete. Boy, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. You look at this Browns defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now Lance on the bootleg. That's out wide here for Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons! Bijan Robinson with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Breaks through the contact. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Troy Anderson applying the pressure and picking up the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Okay, ready?
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change of quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Lance. And complete to Drake London. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Robinson will score. Touchdown Atlanta. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved him to the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not all now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Returnable here for Davis. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Back now in Atlanta's 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. That certainly appeared to be a play call. They were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Well, Lance is thrown into the hands of Pitts here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. Off of play action, here's Lance. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. From the 46, here's second down and 7. He'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to make it fourth down. Here's Daniel Whelan now. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
The Browns drive about to get started. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
22 yards there, a first down.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
Flush to his right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking up one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Now Lance throwing on second down. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts from 17 yards out. And the Falcons add 6 to their lead. Koo now for the point after. And that will make this a 16-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Troy Anderson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Play action. Now it's Lance. This ball down the field for Pitts. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Hurry, hurry!
On play action, Lance. This pass is caught by London. Yeah, he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Ready, ready! Ready?
From midfield, here's Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Set.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. This one into the hands of Pitts. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Ready.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Working from the gun, Lance. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is now. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
Smash, red. Set, cut.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Fourth down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. From the right hash, this from 33. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 55 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. That's down the field and caught by Pitts. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's go now. Needle. Drill green. Set.
Now a play fake. Lance. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This is the tight end, Njoku. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. Complete right side to Hyatt. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline. But what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far. But 2nd and 13 here. Back to throw. Flushed out right. He's got Njoku over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Troy Anderson.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And now an audible here into something else.
They'll set up a throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's
It's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
That is caught. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw again. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, he'll drop to throw. Hyatt there to grab it. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Back to throw here. Looking Hyatt's way once again. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now a 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And his kick here is good. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can...
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions.
Touchdown, Browns! Romeo Doubs, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands
pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And he's got this down to the 35. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line.
6, 7. Ready?
And Lance now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Ready.
Now Lance. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now Lance on the bootleg. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. To the sideline and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And quickly they get to the line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Slide through. Ready?
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Gregory Rousseau in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long. They'll drop to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
First down, Cleveland. Back to throw now on first down. He connects with Hyatt. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On third down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
Jackrabbit, say.
Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Ready?
Lance looking to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And the lead will stay put at 17. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Second and 10. Back to throw. Flush to his right. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On play action, they'll throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late.